Pisces, in the month of October, I'm being shown you are jumping into a different direction, a life path that is actually meant for you. But let's dive in deep on what this means for you. Welcome to Ascending Soul's Journey. I am L.A. Gonzalez. I am here to help you with guided messages, and I use the tarot as a backup, which will be changing. But let's get back to you. Pisces, you have been going through the fish effect, right? There's two of you, two sides of you. You have this beautiful heart, and it gets stepped on a lot by other people. But through this journey, especially those of you over the last 2, 3, and 4 years, definitely 5, there's been this massive amount of growth with our sign of Pisces, where this new life, this new world that you're creating, and I don't mean the outside world, I'm talking about your life, is opening up and saying, jump into this. Embrace it. Overcome the fear. Don't worry about what happened in the past or what's coming in the future. And this is where those two fish combine together and create unification within. Your inner masculine, your inner feminine are aligned, and that's where the real magic happens. When we get to this point, that's when a door will open up, and that's what's coming in for Pisces. Now, over the last, June, July, August, September, this was the peak month for karma. What you put out is what you get back. And this has happened over and over for people. Dreams have been heightened, energy shifts, a lot of fatigue, a lot of different things than what we're used to. And boy, has time sped up. And it's going to continue. It's not necessarily going to stop. But the difference is what you've been through. You are the breaker of the pattern. You have stopped the pattern, and you understand what this whole journey was really about. It wasn't about them. It wasn't about what they did to you. Yes, it broke you, but that's why you fixed yourself. And the World card shows when we have a major life-changing event happen, and this is the, oh my gosh, yes, Pisces has done it. Pisces, you are doing incredible. Now, if you're not feeling like this is yours, remember this is a general reading. I will get to your side of it in just a minute, all right? If you're feeling low and icky, I do have a message for you as well. Now, Pisces, as you know, a psychic remote viewer, I see the images, I hear the messages come through me, and I pull the cards afterwards, and it gives clarification on it. I feel some of you really have overcome a heartbreak. You've really dug in there, and this time you're going to do it different. You're not going to move forward. For those of you wanting a relationship, you're not going to move into one out of any form of desperation. This is you being like fully empowered in your own energy, using your psychic gifts for yourself and walking into this new version of you. I don't see Pisces being rude or abrasive, but I feel you will make it known if you do not connect with an individual, even if you're with them in a relationship. You have this ace, this page of wands, and this is about fire. This is about the passion inside of you. The light has been lit, and that's because you've healed all of this, and now that little light is starting to burn brighter. You know, the candlelight, and it can be like this, and then you have the fire outside in a fire pit. If this is like the light inside of you is growing, and it's putting you on this path. It's time to take that rod, that wand, and move in the direction you want. Not wasting time on why did they, why didn't they. It's like, you're not going to do this anymore, because I know I'm a Pisces moon, and I know many Pisces. I'm married to Pisces. I know what they do. I understand them very well. Lots of clients all over the world. But there's an energy about Pisces that wants to understand. That's gone. It's like that's gone. Whatever you've been through has led you forward. Now, I'm going to pull some other cards for you, because I feel some of you, this situation that you have experienced really put a damper on your belief system to bring in money. All right, you were dealing with somebody who was nasty, who talked down to you. They treated you in a very bad way. Page of Swords. All right, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, but it can be any zodiac sign. This is about somebody who is very immature in the way that they present themselves. Their theories don't make sense. Their wording is rude, disrespectful, and that's what I feel you've been dealing with. It also represents the law. This is a document. This is the divorce decree. This is the contract being broken because it was upside down. This has been put on hold for a long time. That was impacting you in a financial way. This financial impact is actually what has helped push you through to say, I ain't dealing with this stuff anymore. And it doesn't mean you're disregarding a contract or a legal obligation, the divorce or anything like that. It means that you're not going to tolerate the mental disruptions that this individual has created around you. And I don't feel that they've created it just like to you. I feel that they have actually manipulated the court, if it's a court case, the attorney, if it's dealing with an attorney, the family dynamic. They've pitted people against you. This is what you've been dealing with. Well, now it's done. You're like, I'm starting a new path. Some of you, this is actually going to be resolved. It will be resolved in the month of October, or it will be finalized in the month of November. November is Mercury in retrograde again. So it may be finalized, the final paper signed, the final leaving, the final adios, goodbye will be in November. But for a lot of you, this is a person who, they're just nasty. They did not treat our Pisces right. Okay, they did not treat you right. And it really stifled your growth. It really blocked you. And again, it has a lot to do with your financial situation. So for people who are retired, this may be trying to move into a new place, but there were contracts and papers that were blocking it, right? Look at it from your life perspective through the examples that I give. You have the card of courage and strength. Now, this can represent Aries. This may have gone back to the Aries season when this started for some of you, but I feel it was much longer than that for a lot of you. One thing's for sure is since the season of Aries in the March timeframe of 2025, something has changed in you. That's when the courage came in. That's when you started to feel a little bit more energy, and you may have gone up energetically, yes, I'm going to do it, and then go back to bed. And then, for 2 days, you're like going through the motion, and then, yes, I'm going to do it, and you start doing it, and you start moving, and then you got to take a break. Because the outside energy from the cosmos, from the universe, the divine, creating all of this shift, because it's not just about choosing a human life path. This is about choosing a path for your soul. That's really what's been going on, where you are making future projections about your soul, about where you are as a soul going to be in the future, how you're going to come through, walking into your purpose, your divine soul path. And it's going to vary from person to person, but that's the courage and strength. When the World card comes out, this is a new path where you see the world as your oyster, where you see that everything out there is amazing. And some of you will be traveling. You may be coming to Spain, where I am. And let me tell you, there is nothing more enlightening than to get out and travel. And I hope that is on your list, or you're actually doing it, but put it on your list. Because with the travel, you become enhanced in people, in communities, and understanding the language without understanding the language. And being able, my neighbors, I'm going to whisper, okay, they're adorable. They don't speak a bit of English, and I speak un poquito of Espanol. And we get along and we talk. Okay, so it's like you learn to adapt in your surroundings. And yes, your phone is one of the biggest helps. Google has that little language thing, translation, that works really great. But the point is, it's empowering you. Whatever path you are going on, whatever step you're taking, is truly going to turn into something bigger than you possibly could imagine. Literally turn into something bigger than you could imagine. Now, I'm going to take a quick glance at your family, your relationships. I know I did bring up an example of a relationship, but that had to do with the overall energy in the beginning. Pisces, if you have got, I need to say this, if you have a artwork is being framed and ready to put in a gallery, you have a creation that has now been patented and you're ready to get it out there. Some of you already have done all of this and you're distributing it. There's this movement that brings in financial security. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to say you're going to be rich. Some of you will be, but definitely it's about financial security. And I was guided to bring that in. Now, when it comes to family, you got the 10 of Cups. This is the family card. Family, friends, relationships, everything underneath that beautiful umbrella of love, emotions. If you are not in a relationship right now, if you don't have a community around you, you are getting ready to move into a position of feeling ready to step into a new community, going into an organization saying, hi, my name is Pisces and I'm here and I'm happy. This is a mutual exchange where some of you in this community are going to fit in like the two fish like this, right? Because remember, in your zodiac sign, one fish goes this way and one fish goes this way. Yeah? So as you flip around, there's a point in time when they connect. And that's the centering. That's what's bringing you to this moment right now. October isn't about testing. There is no testing in the month of October. This is about authenticity. You've already gone through the tests. Either you passed or you failed. Going to be very for person to person. If you failed, you're going through a repetitive cycle and you can recognize that right now. But Pisces, those of you who said, I am passing this, I am not going to repeat anything, I will not go back to that kind of an environment, this is what's coming. Happy home, happy family life. That's what the card is really talking about in the 10 of Cups. People underneath the same roof as you, people in the community nearby, people around you that, again, like I said earlier, they say, hey, Pisces, come on in. Let's talk. Let's do this. Let's have this. So there's a beautiful energy and it feels very new for some of you. And for a small group of you, this may be a reunion, possibly. But for the majority of you, it really feels new. It's a new energy. So if it is somebody from your past, they too have gone through their personal growth journey and they are doing quite well. And you're going to see that as you interact with them. And you know, Pisces, you just have this incredible energy of, you know how to talk to people. You're a very good communicator when you want to be. You can shut down super quick. But you have an ability to spark somebody just enough to make a difference in their life. This connection, the spark, and it's on any level. It's not romance. This is any level. This is any person. And you have a tendency to lean toward the people who need help, which is beautiful in some cases, but from what you've experienced, you can also see that some of those people were the wrong people to give to. So as you go forward, make certain that you are giving to the right people for the right reason at the right time. You don't give your last penny away because you may need it, but yet you want to give. Give in the pay it forward concept for a lot of you. Somebody did something for you 10 years ago. I remember somebody when I was in high school. My sister was driving a car, a VW. And if you know, they have nothing in the front. When I was in the back, the car was being remodeled, and the center shift, that rubber thing, if you remember what Volkswagen bugs look like, that rubber thing that covers the emergency brake and all those really thick bolts, that was off, and she decided to make a left turn in front of a car. So it was almost like a head-on collision. It destroyed the car, and it put a big gouge in my leg. And I remember taking my leg, and you're in shock. I was 14 years old, and I remember turning and getting my legs out of the car, and I looked down, and my leg was ripped open from my ankle all the way to my knee. It was this huge, it was awful. And I yelled out, and some guy came and he grabbed my hands and he's like, look at me, look at me. And he made sure that I was looking at his face, and he kept going, don't look at it, don't look at it. I will never forget that man because of the way that he gave selflessly in that situation, the way that he helped me focus without looking at what was really going on. Those are the people that we want to remember. I saw him in a dream about a month ago, and that memory came back. And that's what happens when you go through the journey. You remember those things that you forgot from so long ago. Now you got to know a little piece about me. No, it looks good now. It's all good. So Pisces, this is like paying it forward, giving back for something like that, and seeing, and I always see Pisces being the one who runs out there. If it's an accident, that guy's probably a Pisces, right? But there's something there because there's an incredible amount of wisdom and knowledge that has been coming through, especially since March of 2025. Now, it's been coming in all the time, and you were born with it. You just know things. You're highly intuitive. But when it comes to family, friends, relationships in general, Pisces, you've got an incredible amount of you make a difference in people's lives. Okay. You make a difference because of the wisdom, because of the fact that you can see beyond. You make a difference in people's lives just by being around them, just by listening to them. It doesn't cost a dime, and you make a difference. This is giving me chills. All right, that's how big it is, and I want to know if that's you that we're talking about here, because it's a really big deal on what I'm seeing. That's the person who's going to get the most benefit from October. Remember, October isn't about testing your wisdom. You already have it. It's not about testing you. Are you going to go back and repeat it? You probably already made that decision. This is a mirror effect going on in the month of October, where the wisdom that you share with others, you're going to now hear. You're talking. Everything you do is like the mirror is right in front of you, Pisces. So you're talking into it, your ideas are into it, and they're bouncing back at you. They're not going over the mirror, under or around the mirror. They're not being given to other people. They're coming directly back to you, where you get to use it for self-mastery is what the whole month of October is about for you. If you'd like to check out my new book, Flash Souls, I will put the link up there. And you guys, I can't wait to hear your comments. Much love.